No, I'm busy tonight, actually.
Sock it to me, oh my God. Sock it to me, oh my God. Me so horny, me so horny. I may love you long time.
Ooh. Good Labor Day morning, all y'all. Welcome to the Jerry Hot Pants Club podcast. I am Pete. With me as always,
I'm Chris.
I'm the hostess with the mostest, Eusafia. What up, dude?
What do you host? Because it's not this show, so what do you host?
There's a dick to them bitches, baby.
Okay.
A variety of parasites and incurable diseases.
It was 20 seconds into the program before he went full-on inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. That is a new record.
This episode is brought to you by penicillin.
World's fastest knockout.
It is Labor Day, Monday, September 5th. It is also National Be Late for Something Day.
Don't be late to work.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There isn't work today.
Oh, there is work today.
For time and a half.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Are you paying time and a half at your place?
Nope.
No, I'm getting paid negative time tomorrow. National Cheese Pizza Day.
Boo.
Yeah, why can't you have some fucking meat on there, bro? I'm vegan. So that you can't even have anything. You can't even have it. Get out of my face.
I have a vegan pizza in the freezer right now. It's we can try it.
This sounds
I'd rather
disgusting.
not. I'd rather not.
I'm even good on that.
I want something I know was breathing oxygen and pooping like a mammal.
If
I want to
we're
eat it
on-
on my pizza.
Look, if we crashed on an airplane and then we rummage through the shit and that's the last thing we find, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, let me see it. And I'm gonna chuck it out in the middle of fucking nowhere and be like, fuck that. We're eating fucking pizza.
We're
ass.
eating Bill.
I don't think Bill'd get on the airplane with us, though. I really don't. He wouldn't with you. Speaking of, really quick, before I get too far into this, I'm going to be getting on an airplane in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks,
Got to
actually.
buy 2 seats. Sorry, it's too easy.
Apparently, it's in the exit row, whatever that means.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh, you got to help the people go out?
yeah.
If the plane crashes, will you actually help the people, or will the slide come out and you just be like, fuck y'all?
Yeah, I'm the first one going.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like,
In all reality, it's just when they get to talking about that shit, I'm like, can you just shut the fuck up and get this plane going?
dude, the person who got me the tickets was real. Like, listen, when that shit comes on, just ignore it. And I'm like, wait,
How do you know?
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna. What if I need to know it? She's like, yeah, don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Just don't worry about it.
Try and
Like,
figure out if you're flexible enough to kiss your own ass goodbye.
I'm terrified of leaving the ground.
I am too. Look, this is my anxiety fucks with me so much on the plane that I have to sit by the. I have to sit
By
at a
the
window
aisle?
seat. No, I have to
Oh.
sit at a window seat, and I have to watch the fucking wing, and the wing flops like it's
Yeah.
goddamn doing this shit.
So let me ask you this. What are you going to do if something fucks up on the plane?
Not a goddamn thing.
Right.
But, yeah,
So
not a
what are you
goddamn
worried
thing.
about?
But that's just how my brain works. I'm like, I need to know what's going to happen so that I can be the first one to yell, scratch someone's eyeball out, jump and fuck somebody. I don't know. Like, real fast. It's like
I'm
the
amazed
last,
they let you on airplanes, honestly.
Bro, I behave myself.
And that has nothing to do. It has everything to do with just that you're more inappropriate than I am.
I behave myself in public, bro.
No, you don't.
Do you go? He just goes to the airports to get cavity searched. He's like, oh, today wasn't the day my
I go
this
back
wasn't
in
my
line.
day.
They're
You
like, did he
forgot.
just do a fucking cycle back around into
Yeah,
the
he's
fucking
sitting in
line?
there. He's like, yeah, but yeah.
I want that guy. I seen that guy do the hand shit around the pockets.
He's walking in. Might have a bomb on me.
I
You can't
search
say
me.
bomb on an airplane. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, so Labor Day, actually, now this comes up. We're going to talk about Labor Day today, a
Yeah.
little bit of the history of Labor Day.
I have no idea why. It's just hamburgers, hot dogs, soda, and chips, right? Like that's.
Well, okay, so now,
I mean, I know it's like you celebrate people that the
yeah,
laborers.
Brats
it
and
was
kazoos.
it's the first Monday in September to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the United States. Beginning in the late 19th century, as the trade union and labor movements grew, trade unionists proposed that a day be set aside to celebrate labor. Labor Day was promoted as the Central Labor Union and the Knights of Labor, which organized the first parade in New York City. In 1887, Oregon was the first state of the United States to make it an official public holiday. By the time it became an official federal holiday In 1894, 30 states in the U.S. officially had already celebrated Labor Day. Canada's Labor Day, with a U in it, is also celebrated on the first Monday in September. More than 80 countries celebrate International Workers' Day on May 1st.
That's May Day.
The ancient European holiday of May Day. May Day was chosen by the Second International of Socialist and Communist Parties to commemorate the Haymarket Affair, which occurred in Chicago.
Yeah, May Day is literally a communist holiday. What website was that on?
Wiki.
Okay. So it's to celebrate the labor movement.
So is that like the men and women of industry, the people that built this country, or just
Not the workers, the factory workers kind of is what it was more
That's what it
geared
sounds
towards.
like.
The start of the Industrial Revolution, really.
With the
Okay.
instead of having to work, 18-hour days, it tried to do shifts, 9 to 5, weekends off.
Okay, so it organized things.
Compensatory wages at the time, too. You weren't paid. As the cost of living would increase, your wages would increase because profits would then increase, too.
The robber barons were trying to keep all the money, not pay their workers.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Things like that.
That's how I do it.
There was also, before that, America was more agricultural. And then you had the school system. The school year was built around the kids having the summer off to help the farm
for harvest and stuff like that.
And then, then you have the Industrial Revolution. Then you have school just trying to teach people how to go be good workers. Is kind of what it looks like happen. Instead of going out on your own, being prosperous and entrepreneurial.
Yes, basically slave labor force is thus created because we have this notion you got to go to school, right? You got to get a degree in something. You got to go to school after you're done with school. You get a free education, which is shoddy, but at least that's how it is today. Okay, you get a free shoddy education, and then you got to pay to go to school after that. And that piece of paper, I mean, like.
Sounds just like something you want for bragging rights, so your mom can say, "Oh, look at my baby's degree over there on the wall.
But
he graduated Bible school."
But if we take one long look at it, labor, people who work, who punch the 9 to 5 clock or more, even, they're the ones who built this country. These are the guys who went out and cut down the fucking trees. They're the ones who helped build the railroad. Unless it was the Chinese and the Irish really that did that for a long time because that was cheap labor.
Chinese, Irish, black folk.
Yep.
Yeah, they got down on them.
I mean, for a long time, a lot of labor was built out, in this country, built out the backs of slaves. So once slavery is abolished, that was kind of the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. We have assembly lines being built. We have, construction elevating in bigger cities, building skyscrapers, roadways.
I could never.
And then we have the onset of world wars. Now there's a need for, war materials. We need to revolutionize the industry in factory work by building ammunition,
war's big business.
Huge
business.
You've seen the second Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr., right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole point, Moriarty's whole scheme was to plunge Europe into war because he owned gun factories, ammunition factories, bandage factories, factory, because he's going to get rich.
Yeah.
Because the need for those things is now about to go through the roof, so let's start a war.
What was Dick Cheney's company's name?
Warburton?
Warburton?
Wasn't it? No. Halliburton.
Yeah, and he was the vice president, went to war, and then his company got a bunch of no big contracts.
Yeah.
For billions of dollars in the war. Okay, doesn't sound.
Yeah, that
doesn't sound like there's any conflict of interest there at all.
Big time.
Didn't he shoot a guy and fucking get away?
In the face.
In the goddamn face, bro. And the guy came back and apologized to him.
No, they went pheasant hunting on one of them farms where they throw the fucking pheasants out for you. You don't hunt, you don't track, right?
Yeah.
You go into a game preserve and shoot this motherfucker. And he shoots this dude in the face. At 70-some years old, he got a full fucking heart transplant, right? Nobody else on the list needed that. He's already fucking built the country for billions, and we got to give this motherfucker a 33-year-old's heart.
Man, I think like one of the somebody was got like 9 of them or something.
Yeah,
one of the like Rockefellers or somebody.
The guy that got shot apologized to Dick Cheney.
Shit.
He's like, man, I'm sorry you shot me in the face. Like, can you imagine that shit? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, where's big business, man?
huge.
Betting on who's going to win. And I think, what's his name? Assange, they interviewed. He's on camera saying that the whole plan for Afghanistan was never to end it. Like, they just wanted to keep printing money, keep
Well, again,
war
that's
machines.
also suspect because in the late 90s, the pharmaceutical companies, Purdue, comes up with OxyContin, right? Hopelessly gets the country addicted. 2000, Osama, he bombs the USS Cole, thus making us aware of the threat in the region, okay? So then we're taking a nice long look at Afghanistan at that point. In 2000, we're looking at Afghanistan. We're going, what's going on? So we just helped these motherfuckers out 2 decades ago, and now they're coming for us? What? So the intelligence community is paying attention in Afghanistan, but somehow they sneak some people into the country under the radar of the intelligence community. We train them to fly airplanes into our buildings.
That shit was just...
There's still so much that's not right about all that. But now the groundwork is laid for us to go into the Middle East. And now, when we get to Afghanistan, which is ultimately the goal, well, you know, they say it was Iraq. No, the goal's Afghanistan.
Trying to get this oil.
and you know, there are convoys. I know a guy. His job was to lead convoys into Baghdad, into Kandahar, you know, in between Iraq and Afghanistan. Like, he was all over the place over there. They are driving past field upon field upon field of opium plant, poppies. Sorry,
Talking
opium
about
plants.
in Afghanistan, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we fast forward to 2014, and the statistics led by not just the DEA, but also independent people checking this shit out. 80% of the street heroin in the country at the time was coming from Afghanistan.
Those were the days, gentlemen.
Yeah, I did heroin maybe 3 times. The rest of it was fine now.
Yeah, I think I did 0. I don't even know. But I'm glad I was never in the Army, boy. I'd have... I live here
It just
now!
doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make... Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I know for a fact. But back in the 70s, they were doing it from Korea
Oh, yeah,
and Vietnam.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, a bunch of
It
people
makes
came back addicted.
Bro, where
from
there's
now.
money, there's somebody who wants to get their pockets taken care of, bro. Period.
yes.
Like, these motherfuckers, bro, they're people just like me, you and me, bro.
Well, we got way off track from Labor Day, didn't
So
we?
we
Labor
definitely
Day.
did Labor Day. Shit.
Let's take a poll here. For or against? Yusuf, for or against Labor Day?
I
Don't give a fuck.
bro, I don't celebrate my birthday. I don't no Christmas, no Thanksgiving.
Wait a minute.
We actually have a sad tragedy. Like, on your birthday, we all kind of mourn the day that you existed.
Yeah.
Well, there
the
is
first
some
time.
kind of
Like, we draw the blinds and we light candles and
Mourn.
Yeah.
there. I don't remember what it is, but there's supposed to be some kind of what is it called? When there was a slaughter that happened the day I was born, but I was told about it a few times, but I block it out of my. I don't know what the fuck. Some slaughter happened the day I was born.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember what country it was in?
I don't fucking know, bro. They all fucking blend in and bleed together. I don't fucking know. Somewhere over there. Somewhere over there, man. That's all I know.
They all look the same.
You racist bastard. So, Chris, for or against Labor Day?
I like the hamburgers, the hot dogs,
America.
the barbecue.
The
you know what I'm saying?
stories, yeah. I mean, I
see
did
like
that.
family reunion. I got 2 friends in Kalamazoo, and I've been to both of their houses. They have barbecues for both of them, and the one's a big family, and there's like they almost have a family reunion every year. And then
Maybe I'm hating. I guess I am for it.
the other guy's one of our friends, and he has a bunch of people over and shit, and does like the same thing. So it's a good time, but the actual celebration of, like, I don't know what we're actually, I mean, we celebrate labor. Like, I love blue-collar workers. Blue-collar workers are my people. You know what I'm saying? I love blue-collar workers.
Yeah.
Like, those are great guys, great women, great families.
And they built this country, from the Industrial Revolution up until the 40s, 50s. They were the ones responsible for the economic growth, the expansion of roadways in this country, skyscrapers, American monuments.
Oh, like I was saying, you ever see the pictures where they're over there taking their lunch up there on the fucking beams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those
Fuck
are famous
that.
pictures.
Those famous, whoa.
Yeah, they don't do that shit anymore, dude.
So you know what's funny is,
like that.
You know where D'Angelo's is over here?
Yeah.
On Columbus?
Yeah.
The restaurant? When I was about 14, 12 to 14, it was a spot called Video Junction. It was a movie rental place,
All right.
You could get
Remember those?
You could get video games in there too. I was always in there on the weekends. Before I officially moved into my grandma's house my freshman year, I went there on the weekends to just kind of help her around the house. So I'd take my Sega over there, right, and I go rent games. It was great weekends, right?
Sega.
So I go in there, Sega. So I'd go in there, and it was Labor Day weekend. It was Sunday afternoon. I knew I wasn't going to have school until Tuesday, so I got the 7-Up game and Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Ballin' days. And there was this huge piece of handwritten paper that was taped.
Did you
to
go in the
counter.
back room behind the curtain?
They didn't have one.
Oh.
They didn't have one. Every other place did, but that one. That's why that was the only place my parents would let me get it. So anyway, I went. There was this huge handwritten note on the counter that says, "Funny how on Labor Day we're going to be open." And look, my sarcasm didn't really develop until I started doing drugs. But even in that moment, I looked at that piece of paper, and I looked at her, and I looked at it again, and I looked at her. I said, "Is this job that hard that you're going to complain about having to be open on Monday?" And she says, "Excuse me?" I said, "Lady, you stand behind this counter, and every time I come in here, all you do is complain. Complain, complain, complain."
That's where you get it from.
And no, I didn't get it from her. No, you know why I complain a lot? Because I hang out with people just like you. So, come to find out, I guess later on, she got let go because of that note.
Really?
She bitched to every customer that came in there. "I got to work Monday. I don't get to go to a barbecue." Their hours were fucking 10 to 3.
Oh,
She
my
had to
God.
sit her fat ass on a fucking stool for 5 hours. And do you want to know what? That guy foolishly paid double time for that.
Really?
Let me have 3 weeks worth of free Sega rentals on weekends. So really, that's not that much. And I'd work there all fucking day.
Sega.
I want to be
Ooh,
Randall.
Mortal Kombat 2 had the blood code.
Yes, it did.
Ooh, remember
Yeah.
Super Nintendo didn't have
Did not.
blood.
Did not.
And Sega, you put in the blood code and there was blood. And it was a big deal. People were like, blood in a video game? Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. I just remembered reading something recently that one of the consoles, it was just a like urban legend that one of them had blood. It might have been the Super Nintendo. I don't know.
Maybe Super Nintendo had an urban legend, but Sega had a
the
blood
blood.
code and Super Nintendo didn't.
I had all the codes, and I don't remember any blood code.
There was a blood code.
What the-
And then there
I
was,
missed that.
but at the same time, dude, there was like Neo Geo and Jaguar and stuff, and those had games that had blood in it. But those consoles were $500 when Nintendo was like 100. So nobody really had those ones. My homeboy had Jaguar CD. We were playing some cold games.
Oh man, do you remember Sega Saturn?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a Sega Saturn.
Holy shit.
You know what I just discovered at my house the other day?
We should do video games sometime on the show, or talk about video games or something.
I've been out of video games for 15 years.
We're talking about video games right now.
Well, we can talk. Like, there was nothing better when I was like 12 or 13 than Contra 3 for the Super Nintendo. A fucking box. I'm not talking single serving. A box of popcorn chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Smell the fucking grease. It's so
Just
good.
greasy hands and controllers
Controllers.
slipping everywhere.
Yeah. Dude, remember Star Fox for the Super Nintendo? That
Yeah.
shit was
Yes.
the fucking whoopity whoop.
It had some special chip in it, and if you looked, there was the normal like disc. If you looked in the cartridge, there was that. Then there was 2 extra. It was called like the FX chip or something.
Yep. Revolutionary, brother.
Contra,
So-
up, down, left, right.
Up,
A, B,
down,
start.
up, down. Yeah.
So I found the first PlayStation. The top was completely missed off, and somebody put a cigarette out in the fucking controller port, but I still got it. That's what happens when you do cocaine. So Labor Day, I think we got to keep it, but I think that Memorial Day is necessary. We need to remember our veterans, right?
Right.
We need to remember our veterans. 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, sure.
Labor Day should just be called Family Day. Just like no work, get with your family, mandatory, family or friends.
Well,
The eating, the barbecuing shit.
Yeah.
So Memorial
yeah,
Day
yeah.
is the unofficial start of summer, and Labor Day is the unofficial end of summer. And football comes back, school's back. I think NASCAR does something. All the car sports do something. And then
Driving circles.
and then you can't wear white anymore.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Yep.
Can't wear white after Labor Day.
I looked that one
Hey,
up.
look, Puff-
I did research for the show. And the
There's
reason
a first time for everything, ladies and gentlemen.
and the reason you can't.
Why can you not wear white after Labor Day,
It was
Christopher?
a bougie ass reason for the rich people to look down on poor people. So after around the time Labor Day was getting instilled, right, the rich people were coming up with ways to identify old money from new money. And it was just one of the rules. It was just one of the rules that the housewives came up with, saying, "Well, we can't wear white after Labor Day because it's not summer anymore." And it was just something that somebody did. So even if you had like a bomb ass dress, if it was white after Labor Day, you weren't in the fucking club. And old money knew to look at new money and be like, "Oh, that fucking rancher bitch wearing white after Labor Day." That's all it is. That's all it is. Was a way for old money to identify new money.
This fucking country sometimes, like the silliness of it, right? The silliness of it, like it still carries into every day today. I'm going to say something that I do not want any fucking comment out of you. You're going to give it anyway, but I'm just saying I don't want it.
No, I won't.
Had a discussion today with this buddy of mine who he lives in Northern California. Okay. And he was telling me about my Facebook posts and how they are
Already sounding like one of those withdrawing moments.
Withdrawing from what?
Like they're gonna say some dumbass shit, and that's like when somebody says some dumbass shit about what I say, I just want to, like Dracula withdraw from a room, like they pulled out a cross. Or
he
something.
told me that I'm doing more to harm not only women's rights, but equal rights for all with my Facebook posts.
I'm curious as to what the fuck Facebook posts these are.
Okay, you right? Because do I ever post anything about politics?
No,
You never see anything about
no,
politics.
definitely don't. Never say nothing negative about them.
Once in a great blue moon, I do. Once in a great blue moon,
You
I do.
used to, but I think you fell away from that.
I did because it just
In the
it
last 2
serves to
years.
propagate horse shit. All it does is create resentments with your friends. It really does.
Yeah.
So I said, why do you feel like it's damaging? And then he's talking about I need to correct my language. I need to do this. I need to do that. Otherwise, I'm just a relic of the past. So I asked him who made him the fucking judge, jury, and executioner of my vocabulary. And he said, people who say they are progressive must progress forward and abandon the old ways. And I said, what old ways do I still cling to? And he told me about my language, how I cuss too much, and how that because I'm in recovery does not mean that I need to let anybody know, that I need to stop saying that I'm an addict because you are a person in long-term recovery. So I didn't type a response.
Damn it.
I sent.
I want to punch this person.
No,
in their
hold on.
mouth.
Just time out. I used a little voice clip, and I said, listen, this is great that you have this opinion, and I'm so glad that you decided to share it with me. But you need to do yourself a favor. Shut the fuck up. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. Lose my fucking phone number. You are a fucking libtard. That's what I called this guy, and I am a liberal.
Yeah, he's in California, so he's going to be a little fucking more liberal than
I
you
mean,
could
bro,
ever
yeah,
So
be.
what
he's
I'm
the most
getting at,
correct
right.
out of any of us.
And really, him and I told he's watched the podcast a few times, and he said, of course, like, I can't listen to, for the same reasons other people have said, and we're not going to get into that. But
People love me.
yeah, and some people love cocaine. So there's
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
you're as white as cocaine. So like we were talking about Labor Day back and forth, and I knew something was going wrong when he started talking about how Labor Day, it needs to be a day where people go on strike and people need to, just saying all this wild shit. So I blocked him completely from all my social media.
Holy shit.
And then he calls.
Holy
he calls
shit.
He calls this morning. And the best thing is he called and he got me up because I was sleeping in late today. But he calls. And, it's 10 o'clock here. So it's 7 o'clock there. He went to bed at like 2 in the morning.
This is a
his time.
Californian, huh?
Yeah, so he wakes up after 5 hours of
Never
sleep.
mind, I'm already...
And he's like, so you mean to tell me you block me everywhere because you can't stand hearing the truth? I said, the truth of the matter is, sir, that you were not born with both sets of genitalia, but you act like you do. You want to swing a big dick, but you have a giant pussy. Don't ever call me again. And I blocked his cell phone number. So I'm starting to see, right, like, why all the conservative morons in this country, the Trump tards and all these other idiots, I'm beginning to see why they're so upset with liberals. Because now you have these guys who, they just need to go around and correct everybody's behavior. No.
They've been indoctrinated into a religion that you can't have a conversation with them. Like they won't have a conversation. It's this way. And the way the priest says it is.
It's the way that a lot of conservatives want to rewrite history. The liberals want to rewrite history too.
Rewrite history.
They want to rewrite history. They want to rewrite history. They want to say certain things that happened didn't happen. Or they want to completely ignore the fact that certain things did happen.
Yeah, they're really good at just memory holing something.
Aren't the conservatives the one that are against erasing history?
No.
Like tearing down
their parts of history. Both sides are the same. And that's the thing that, like, Labor Day should be a day, like, I think you guys are on the money. Like, take the day off. Be with your family. Cook some fucking glizzies.
Summer's over.
Yeah,
chill
glizzies,
the fuck
definitely.
out.
Y'all
right?
back to school.
Yell at some kids.
But, both sides of this equation, right? It's like it's becoming clearer to me every day that both sides are just so fucking stupid. And it's not one is more evil than the other. I'm never going to concede that. They're both fucking evil. They're both tyrannical. And they both close the door and shake each other's hands and suck each other's dicks.
Yeah,
right?
But then they got us fucking arguing amongst ourselves.
I don't think both sides are tyrannical. I think the left is clearly tyrannical and the right lets them be. That's the problem. The right won't do anything, and the left will burn down the country.
Well, you're entitled to that, and I'm entitled to my belief. And
I mean, that's what happened in 2020. The left was literally burning down the country, and they were just letting them. The left was actually, the vice president was bailing out people from jail who were caught burning down cities in America. She had a fund to bail the people out. And then they went on national TV and told them to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Some could argue that that's just, the Biden administration, whatever it is, I guess, regime, I don't fucking know, but it's definitely horseshit.
So Labor Day. Why is it hamburgers and hot dogs? Why isn't it like ribs? It's hamburgers.
Well, it is ribs.
Is it ribs though? Because I specifically,
it's more cost effective for the, the
is
hamburgers.
That what it is?
And I feel like, to me, and also like, you have to like slow cook, blah, blah, blah. Whereas, back in the day, anybody could just get a grill and throw some brats and hamburgers on them,
Because when I had parties over the summer, like, or when I go to things, like sometimes it's ribs, sometimes it's brisket.
You hang out with a different crowd, bro.
But Memorial Day, I could literally do anything I want. I could smoke whatever I want. I could barbecue whatever I want. But for some reason, in my mind, I think hamburgers, hot dogs for Memorial Day or Labor Day. I don't know why. Do
you know, fun, interesting fact, Bay City used to have these offshore races out in the bay. Mm-hmm. Like they were like cigar boats, I think.
Yeah.
And Don Johnson was here a couple years in a row, I believe, racing them boats. Yeah.
Don Johnson, Miami Vice.
That no sock wearing motherfucker.
No sock wearing Miami Vice, baby.
Yeah.
We just get that in the Middle East last year. Miami Vice.
I think there was an episode where fucking Phil Collins played like a bum on that show or some shit. And I mean, that motherfucker still looks the part all these years later. Poor crippled bastard. But I have a memory of being out at one of my parents' friend's house. It's one of my earliest memories. I can remember sitting like on this deck, and I was watching this guy bang his shoes together to get the sand out, and I remember thinking, that's a great idea because my feet hurt, right? And I'm sitting there doing the same thing, and because I'm the youngest in my family, like my cousins are at least 70 years older than I am, so they've always been. I saw that this weekend when I went to the state game.
Yeah, they're older and ugly. Your cousins.
Don't talk about Andrea and Allison like that. You've never met them.
I saw the other one the other day. I was walking here, and he yelled at me for wearing. He was like, "Wearing them tight ass shirts. You ain't got no muscles."
Yeah, what? What are you? Did you say? What are you talking about? You look like a cancer patient. But so, Donnie, stop dyeing your beard. You heard it here first, folks. So, anyway, since they're older, right, ancient, they'd always party and drink and have a great time and just like fucking throw me outside in the middle of winter, and this was no exception to that case. It's hot as fuck outside. Everybody's in the AC inside playing shuffleboard at this really nice house out on the bay. And I'm trying to get in. I'm like 6. And there's Donnie just looking out the window like, fuck you, fatty. So there's a picture I got of all of them wearing acid wash jeans with real giant poofy fucking hair, sticking a giant pot over my head and hitting with a fucking wooden spoon.
Straight up.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook. I post the memory every year. My family is just terrible, terrible. You think like
this is all the result of trauma.
Yeah, it is.
That's what happens with untreated trauma.
My whole family is just like me. It's fucking. They all have potty mouths. My cousin said something the other day, like I was talking to Donnie, and he's like, "So is it Suck Dick Friday at your house again?" Oh my God, they're just such great people, and they're so influential in the community.
Oh shit!
Shout out to the time Donnie was a city commissioner, and the Daily Show came here and teased him.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Don't touch my muscles. Don't touch my muscles. Can I touch your muscles? No. So can I? They found him walking down the street in a purple tank top and fucking hot pink fucking sweatshorts or sweatpants.
Can I find that clip somewhere?
You might be. It's on YouTube. I will put a post out on Facebook later and just tag him in it and be like, anybody out here aware of where I can find the Donnie Eager interview from the Daily Show?
Oh man,
it's all about dancing at Barney's Bar. Maybe Bay City, Michigan Commissioner Barney's Bar on YouTube.
Bay City.
So, yeah, Daily we derailed it again. On weird shit.
I was interested in something. The difference between May Day. So when they were coming up with the holiday, they were going to do. They wanted a labor celebration, an official one, because there was a number of states that already had a labor celebration in late September. But they were going to do it as a federal holiday, and they were going to do it on May Day. But May Day being started by communists and anarchists to celebrate, they were remembering, what the hell was it called? The Haymarket Affair. So, right, some bombing in fucking Chicago or something. Look that up. But they wanted it. They were going to do it on May 1st, but May 1st being too political, and they didn't want to celebrate a holiday on the day that was started by communists and anarchists, so they chose to go with the later summer holiday, the September holiday. Is why Grover Cleveland chose to go.
Good old Grover.
Go with the September holiday to celebrate labor.
Cleveland was assassinated. No, he was the one that ran out non-consecutive terms.
No, Cleveland was the guy on the Cleveland Show and the Family Guy Show.
Thanks for cleaning that up.
Yes, thank you, Mr. American fucking history over there from Lebanon. Shut the fuck up.
President Cleveland.
I do what I can.
He was McKinley, Lincoln. We had 4 assassinated presidents. McKinley, Lincoln, Kennedy. Taft? No.
I don't know.
He was just fat and died in office. I got to look this up. I got to know. For the people at home, we do a lot. We don't ever fact check anything
Or do research.
Yeah.
We just basically sit down and turn everything on.
And we're getting better at it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we read some shit off.
Lincoln.
off the
Fucking
phone.
Lincoln. I forgot about
I
Lincoln.
thought you said Lincoln.
I thought for sure you said him.
Did I say Lincoln? Okay.
Yeah, vampires killed him.
Right, yes. Again,
Because he was
thank you,
hunting.
Yusuf,
Oh, yes.
for that.
Guys, Guys, I only do what I can, okay? I only know so much. I'm sorry. But I remember he used to hunt vampires, and then the vampire world rose up against him, and that's why they had to kill him.
Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, and Kennedy. It was Garfield. Cleveland, Garfield, it's same ballpark, I suppose.
And Garfield was a cat that liked lasagna.
And naps.
And naps.
Why does he work where he works? He should be a fucking history professor, shouldn't he?
Yeah, you could probably get away with it.
In this country.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They need teachers, brother.
I'll just start saying the shit that I say every day to people.
People should let
buy
you
it.
around their kids.
Definitely not.
Bro,
Definitely
I'm
not.
amazing with kids, bro. You would have some good-ass kids around me. Good-ass kids.
Oh, shit. Well,
All right.
so this Labor Day weekend, what's everyone doing this Labor Day weekend? You went to a football game on Friday.
Yeah, they beat your alma mater.
Yeah, well, we knew that was going to happen. It was
Yeah.
close there for a minute.
Greens.
So here's the funny thing, right?
Closer than it should have been, huh?
We added one person going with us last minute, so we got a ticket that wasn't in our section, and everybody's saying, it's against Western. It's not like Notre Dame or Michigan, so it's not. The place was packed.
Yeah, first game.
So as we're sitting there, right, like both sides of where our seats are wide open, but they start trickling in and filling in toward the end of the first quarter. And now we're just like crammed in here, and my back and my leg were just fucking trashed. But we stayed until midway through the third quarter, and they started just whooping that monkey ass. So we got out of there, and it was a good game. It was a good experience. It's the first football game or state game I've been to since I've been clean, and it was
Memorable?
Well, not only was it memorable, but it's just like you're passing all the. How do I put this? Insatiable drunks.
Lansing? Oh.
Yeah, Lansing's a fucking great place. But it was a lot of fun. You went to a football game as well, did you not?
Yeah, I went to one in Ann Arbor. That one was really fun.
What color were they?
They're blue and maize.
Oh, shit, that's way better than green.
They're this color.
Oh, man, I like those
So
colors.
you are about 30 seconds from getting blocked from my Facebook, just so you know. You and your, how...
I messaged him because I knew it would get under his skin. I'm like, yeah, green sucks.
Dude,
Well, I
listen,
don't know what I said.
no. If I'm going to put a picture up of my family and I at the fucking game, it's not me you got to worry about. Donnie's psycho, all right? He'll show up to your work and fucking just...
Scream really loud.
Yeah. Donnie's really good at that, by the way. So, anyway, stay the fuck off my Facebook, or I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Ooh, somebody
I
said-
only want war. I never want peace. I love chaos.
You got to troll tastefully like Chris does. You're like the most tasteful troll on the fucking internet.
I
that
just
know.
discovered this whole green thing.
When
You guys
Facebook-
have brought it to my attention, so I'm like,
We didn't,
I can green?
So you know what? Since you don't know anything about it, just stay the fuck out of it. You don't got to be involved in everything. You don't got to fucking know everything. So just cut the fucking shit, Yusef.
I tried my hand in it. It didn't work. I'm sorry.
So the game was good, and then after the game,
Yeah, we went and saw the Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't
And
nothing to
Nas.
fuck with.
Wu-Tang
How was
bitches.
Nas, by the way?
Nas might be the best rapper ever. Like if you sit down and you're going to have a conversation about who is the best rapper ever, everyone's always going to say Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z. And then there's a conversation. Those four are like the mainstream, like let's put those in there. But Nas could be the not mainstream top five. I mean, he's
Why-
really
why
good.
do
And
you-
also he just put out two really good albums, like the best rap album, King's Disease 2 is probably the best rap album in the last 2 years. And Busta Rhymes had a really good one too, but
Busta. Was he there too?
No, I didn't.
I thought he was-
he's on the tour, but he wasn't there. I don't know.
okay.
We had to leave a little early because it was getting pretty late. We've been up since really early.
Yeah, I did.
And we wanted
Days
to
like
sleep
that
on
can
Pine
I saw somebody had posted about having tickets, and I'm like, should we go? And then I'm like, I got something going every fucking weekend between now and the end of October, and I just that's part of why the thing we discussed earlier I might bail on is because I just everybody will be gone. And I can have some fucking just sit on my ass and chill time,
We are busy people.
Oh, get fucked. I
could have used your buddy to guide the ship.
If you're mad, call Jerry.
Well, he tried to call while I was here. I'm out here, horn for the craft. So
1-800-JERRY Hot Pants.
By the way, today's episode is brought to you today by Jerry Hot Pants. What is he selling today?
Daisy
Jerry
Dukes.
Hot Pants Penicillin.
Jerry Hot Pants Penicillin, needed after you wear Jerry Hot Pants.
After you
Daisy
burn
Dukes.
your dick.
Yeah.
Jerry has burned his dick twice.
When you burn your dick, that's how you know it's working.
He burned his dick once, and he had a story about how he was never going to burn his dick again. And then he did it again.
Look.
On that note, I'm Pete. He's sitting there. No. You were censoring yourself, were you?
I had to stop for a sec, figure out how to say
Dude,
it.
I learned how to censor myself. I was saying this earlier. Facebook shadow banned me for like 2 years. Like anytime I posted anything, I couldn't get comments for like 2 years. Then one day I started getting comments again. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I didn't cuss, and you had to troll people respectively. You have to
He's good at
ask them questions that you know the answer to and get them to say something stupid.
The shit you were telling me, when somebody starts arguing with me in a comment section, they'll just say, "Did you know you can go into Subway and ask for a 6-foot or a 6-inch
you can
meatball
get 8
sub?"
meatballs for $3 in the soup cup. People will be like, the fuck? Dude, I'll go get that and fucking a bag of Sun Chips for lunch sometimes. It's nice.
The one time this guy was like, "Oh yeah, whatever, Chubbs, you got fucking fat pockets on your elbows." I was like, do you ever wonder why there's only 5 sticks of gum in a pack and not 6? And he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Chumbawamba or some shit?" And I was like, dude, why can't you just buy shredded cheese all the time? Why do you need a cheese shredder? Right? And he blocked me immediately because he wasn't getting anywhere. I'm like, yes, I have found the way. Sometimes I have a really good, you're an incest enthusiast type thing.
But if they're heated and you start asking them that shit, they're like, what the
dude, that's what the whole steak thing is about. Yeah. That is what the whole steak thing is about. Brandon one day was in he was in a gamer page or something. There was a comment section, and it was a 15-year-old kid he's arguing with, and he's like, I had this eloquent response typed out. It was going to be fucking earth-shattering, and he's like, this kid ain't going to get it. He's just going to come back with your mom or some shit. So he put a steak in there. He put the steak emoji in there, and the kid fucking lost his mind. He was like, what does this mean? It means steak emoji. And dude, we've been getting people with that for so long. I just outed the secret.
That's why I've been wondering for the last year what's up with that steak emoji.
I did too. I didn't know.
And every time I see it, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, just ignore it and it'll go away. And it keeps coming back up.
No, the best part was Brandon was like, send this to my cook, right? So we sent pictures of steak. This dude sent a fucking nude picture of some dude with the littlest dick in the universe, right? Laying with his hands behind his head on a couch. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with the steak game for a little while. Until we all message, we had a group chat set up, and I was like, we'd all take turns dropping phone numbers in there, and we put my boss's number in there. I was like, send him a steak. I was at work, right? I'm out at the counter, and he's in the fucking office, and you can hear his phone going off because it's the fucking organs from a baseball game. And he just, what the fuck? And he slammed the phone down. He's like, you and your friends are so fucking stupid. And I'm like, how do you know it's my friends? He's like, well, the one came up, it says Jeremy Tights or Teats or some shit. Isn't that Jerry Hot Pants guy? I was like, yeah. It's come full circle. So, enjoy your Monday. Eat some glizzies. And remember, if you smell a dirty Middle Eastern fella in your neighborhood, lock your doors, take the cats in, and remember, no matter what, he's going to come for you in your sleep or on you.
God damn, what am I, the fucking Sandman? No, I'm busy tonight, actually.